Boom! What is up, Wanderers? We are back with another One Take Bag review, and I just got back from the beach. Spent a week down in Florida, and I am hyped to talk to you about the bag that I chose to bring and toss around on the beach in all the sand. All right, here it is. Check out this beauty. This is from Hedgren, which is, I had to look it up, a company in, well, look at it right here. North 51 degrees, east 4 degrees. That's Brussels, Belgium. So this is a Belgian bag company, and they make a lot of different bags. So if you check the link in the video description, you'll find a couple of things. So the first link's going to be to Hedgren's website, but this bag is no longer made. I got this bag on the secondhand market, and so can you. I'm going to put a link to a white version of this bag and a couple of places that you might be able to get your hands on the yellow version of this bag like I did. All right, you know what we do on this channel. We do One Take Bag reviews. We're going to talk about the exterior of this bag. We're going to talk about the interior of this bag, get into all the nooks and crannies, and there's a lot on this bag, surprisingly. Once we're done with that, as always, you're going to get two things that I love about the bag, two things that I think could be different or better about the bag, and an overall recommendation should you spend about 20 of your hard-earned dollars on this really unique backpack from Hedgren. Starting to tip my hand a little bit, I think. All right, so first off, the exterior. This is a really, really robust material. Looks like a pleather bottom on this thing, combined with nylon from this panel, and the back panel. So this is all kind of nylon. Think thick parachute material, so a really nice nylon. And then up front, I gotta believe this is all fake leather, not real leather, but it is leather feel, leatherette up front. You have quite a bit of graphics on this bag. So you've got a barcode that if you scan, I actually scanned it. If you scan, it brings you to a web page that just gives you news updates about the term World Explorer. So sites about world exploration. It's very weird. I think it's just like a Wikipedia kind of thing. So you scan it and it Googles the words World Explorer, but in not the usual search engine. And then, like I said, this actual longitude and latitude bring you to Brussels, Belgium, the factory where this bag is made. Then you have the Hedgren right here logo, and then on the back you have the Hedgren logo here on one of the attachment points. And you also have the World Explorer barcode, and it says never leave your bag unattended down here at the bottom. You also get a interesting little cube right here. So look, it's a cube. It says Hedgren. It's red. It's on a little D-ring attached to the side of the pouch. There's a D-ring on the side of the pouch. So exterior feature-wise, that's about it. You've got some fairly flimsy straps here. You've got a grab handle up top. No exterior water bottle holders on this bag. And then a fairly sufficient back panel on the bag. So nothing crazy. I would say consumer grade back panel on this bag, and another little Hedgren tag right here, little red one. You also have a reflective strip right here on the side of the bag. Yeah, that's about it on the outside of the bag. The zippers across the whole entire bag have www.hedgren.com on them. One of the zippers is already beat up. I'll show you that when we do the pocket overview, which I think is about time for. So why don't you meet me in camera number 2. All right, Wanderers, we're in camera number 2, and I wanted to show off all the interior features of this bag, all the pockets, all the nooks and crannies. So first off, I promised you to show you the zippers. You can see kind of the wear and the beating that these metal zipper pulls have taken. I actually kind of like it. So some of you may say that that's a sign of low quality. I say I like the way they show patina. Yeah, so I like those. The whole bag, you can see, you know, as it ages, really gets kind of beat up with this fabric. Again, I like it because we're world explorers, right? I wish it said wanderer. Oh well. Okay, so first pocket. Can you see it on the front of the bag? You might be saying, right there. You would be right, but also right here. You can see that everywhere there is this red piping, you have a pocket, except oddly enough, right here. Right here, you don't have a pocket. But right here, you do. Look at this thing. Look at this. And so you're going to get a little preview here of something cool about this bag. And I kept my cell phone in here. And I'm filming on my cell phone right now, so you don't get to see my cell phone in here. But this pocket kind of runs this whole black section here. And it's really, really useful. It is a little hard to open, but I really like that they didn't just do one pocket down here, that they split this up and gave us a second pocket. And it is lined with this cool maroon color, which really sets off the yellow of this bag. It's kind of hidden. People can't see it. It's there. It's useful. It's a good pocket. How about this one? Look at this. Another good pocket. So another red pocket, and this one runs this section of the bag. So you got this going on, and you got this going on. Look at that. I've tossed my Green Room 136 tuna tin in there, used it as a wallet on the trip. I just shot a short on that if you'd like to see more about it. It is a limited edition, but you might be able to snag one. All right, let's open up this bad boy. So inside panel number 1, what do we have? Wow, look at this. So in addition to this kind of big drop section with these accordion flap panels that keep the goods from falling out when you are using the bag, we've got an admin panel, good for pins and knickknacks, keys. Look behind here. Wow, nice. Just toss some junk in that pocket right now. So, a really useful admin panel here. 1, 2, 3 pin holders. 3.5. Like, look at that little weird thing over there. I guess that one's like 1 chopstick you can hold in that one. 1, 2, 3. I think that's just a stitching error. Not good. 1, 2, 3. Big one and a bigger one. So wallet, multi-tool, 3 pins. Not bad at all. Not too shabby. And then, honestly, a ton of space down here. No pockets on the front panel here because all the pockets on the front. And because, again, this is not a world's most super premium bag, but it is fairly premium for the price. Look at this. All right. Wow. Okay, we got a lot going on in here. Check this bad boy out. All right. So, plenty of space in here. I've got my AirPod Max in here. I've got my gimbal in here. I've got my power brick and a cord in here. And then on the front, this is really innovative. So check this out. This pocket on the front is not only cool, it's also like formally bisected all the way down. So in one side, this is really neat. GoRuck, etc. Everybody who's dropping one of these mesh pouches into the front of bags, like Hedgren's got this figured out. Look at this thing. Bisected, sewn into the front. Nice. And then over here, I've got my cords, and I brought 2 sets of AirPods to the beach in case my battery ran low, or in case I lost my AirPods, which has happened before. All right. Nice, huh? Tons of space down there. And then right here, you have a tablet holder. And look right here. You can see quality issues. It's ripped already. Wah, wah. And then a 15-inch laptop back there. So this is padded, but only loosely. That's not really thick padding, but it is sufficient. It is a laptop holder formally. And then shame about the rep. Shame about the rep. And then over here on the back, you've got another hidden panel, again, because the red piping. Wherever there's red piping, there's a pocket. Open that up. And got another little wallet. This one runs about to right here. It's a passport pocket, like definitely intended to be a world traveler passport pocket. Okay, that's the interior features of this bag. Why don't you meet me back at camera number 1. All right, so a lot of cool features on the inside of this bag. Really, really enjoyed putting it through its paces. And when I say putting it through its paces, check out the thumbnail. I brought this thing out to the beach, tossed it in the sand, wore it around walking through St. Petersburg and Tampa area, Clearwater, St. Pete Beach, etc. I gotta say, this little backpack held up well to the abuse, except for starting to show some wear and tear. There's some splitting of the pleather down here, and there's a lot of discoloration of the nylon, and then up top you saw in the tablet pocket, I've got a rip that is starting to form. I actually bought this bag secondhand, and the rip was already there. The rip is getting a little bit larger, so fixable, but there are, let's say, some durability issues on the bag over time. Okay, so 2 things that I love about the bag. Okay, first off, I'm not going to do the obvious. The color is badass, right? Like I'm some kind of lifeguard from the future. Yeah, I love it. But the first thing that I love about the bag is actually the external pockets. So I'm not talking about the main compartments. I'm talking about the pocket on the front here, which I used as an EDC pocket for my wallet. This pocket down here, which I used for my secondary phone. And this pocket back here, which I used for a wallet. So on the beach, as I was kind of out and about and, jumping waves and swimming with manatees, I could leave this bag up on shore. And yes, the whole bag could wander off, sure, but I've got my AirPod hidden in the bag for that. But if somebody does kind of swing by while I'm not looking and rifle through my bag really quick, I feel like this pocket down here and the pocket on back are not very visible. So some secure pocket choices that are very usefully sized. So a phone fits really well in this lower pocket and a wallet or passport in the back pocket. So really liked the external features in terms of pockets on this bag. The second thing I really liked on this bag, this one's easy for me. Well, it's easy for me if I would go into the right compartment of the bag. So many compartments and so many pockets on such a cool bag, I think. What do we have right here? Check it out. This bisected mesh pocket here, I've got so many bags that have this exact pocket in the front of the main compartment. Tons of bags do this pocket. This is the first one I've got that just formally bisect. It's not my first bisected pocket, right? But this particular front pocket is never bisected, and I always use it for my cords and such. And so, man, that is really handy to have this pocket bisected and have some organization within it. So I really, really enjoyed having that bisected mesh pocket on the front panel. Game changer. I shouldn't say game changer because this is an old bag and it didn't change the game. I think this would be a game changer for more bags to incorporate. Let me put it that way. 2 things I don't like about this bag. So, number one, I think I could pick on a couple of things. There's no place to put a bottle in this bag. You could, I guess, technically stick a bottle in this. This is the flap designed to keep it open, but when it's closed, a thin bottle will slide down into it. So I tried that one day. I used one of those really thin, like Dasani bottles. It kind of worked, but this material doesn't hold up well to water on the inside of the bag, which is odd because the outside isn't waterproof, but it's fairly water resistant and sand resistant. So no place to put a water bottle, but that's not one of my 2 things, unfortunately. Thing number 1 is these straps suck. Sorry, Hedgren. These straps are not great. They're just too thin. You can get quite a bit of stuff in this bag, and I toss like some bottles and cans down in the bottom of this bag to bring them to the beach. It's kind of a de facto cooler. Once I put a lot of weight in this bag, these straps felt insufficient for the bag itself. Along with the back cushioning on the bag, just isn't great. So the whole totality of the harness system, if I were to wear this bag actually exploring the world, I'd be like, oh, why did I choose this bag? I'm a terrible world explorer. So that's the first thing. The second thing is quality. I mean, this bag is cool as hell, but there's all like the logos peeling off. You saw the tears. You can see the leather is starting to rip down here and crack. you could say that, this bag hasn't been well cared for. I would say for a bag that's going to loudly exclaim on the front of it that it is for world exploration, you got to be able to handle some abuse. So this bag has been through the ringer, and it is showing wear and tear, unfortunately, more than most. All right. So, what's the overall recommendation? I think whenever I scream from the rooftops, hey, there's maybe some quality issues with this bag, with the sewing, with the construction, you would think I would say, run away. But I'm not. I don't know if you've ever seen the Grand Tour with Richard Hammond and Jeremy Clarkson and Jeremy May. Jeremy May? No, that's not right. Good God. Wow. All right. Well, I'm fried. A Week at the Beach will do that to you. But James May. But anyway, sometimes on that show, they'll pick a little beater car and they'll end up falling in love with it. By the way, if you haven't seen the Grand Tour, go check out those specials. Super, super funny. Love them. But anyway, wow. I think this might be my version of that. Some kind of little beater car that it's nothing crazy good. Like, you're not going to brag to your bag-loving friends that you have a World Explorer from Hedgren, but you're going to be really glad that you do, because it might be, and this is kind of along the lines with my JanSport hatchet that's up there, like, it's a cheap bag that I don't mind beating the hell out of, and it's here for me, and I'm here for it, because it's got fun organization. It's got stupid weird choices like a plush maroon interior. It's got stupid weird choices like a barcode and World Explorer on the bag and little red dice. So it's fun. I hope you had fun with this review. It's a fun bag. I'm going to link. Now, these are probably going to go fast, so I apologize if you click the link and they're already sold out. I'm going to link to a place where you can buy a white version of this bag for around $20. Unbelievable, right? It's in wholesale. Sometimes when bags sell out from the manufacturer, the remaining stock goes into this kind of endless cycle of being sold by resellers. That's what's happened here. So apparently this was not the world's most popular bag for world exploration. But if you act fast, you can get this bag for dirt cheap in the white version. And I gotta say, I like it so much that I bought a white version of it too. All right. So Wanderers, do I recommend this bag? Yeah, I kind of love this bag. And if you can get it for $20, I think it's a fun one to have in your collection. And it's one that you won't need to hang on the wall or leave in shrink wrap or whatever you and me weird bag collectors do sometimes. Instead, you'll be able to use this one. It's a daily driver, and you can use it till it falls apart, and then you can put it in a yard sale, bring it to Goodwill. It is what it is. So, Wanderers, I hope you enjoyed checking out the World Explorer from Hedgren with me. I used it at the beach. I used it for a little over a week, put it through its paces, and it did fine, but more than anything, it was really fun as a vacation bag. All right, Wanderers, thank you so much for the continued support, and we will, of course, see you next time. Bye for now.